Hey everyone, welcome to Dark Souls Legolas playthrough experiment thing part 2. This is Kev, and I'm about to play some elfishness. I did a couple of things yesterday after I finished recording. Just basically ran down to the merchant to buy some more arrows and turn myself human again so I can get invaded at any time, which is always fun. I've also been doing some thinking about what weapon I'm going to use throughout this playthrough, and I'm definitely going dex based, that much is for sure, but I haven't really decided on which weapon that will ultimately be. I mean, it has to be a sword, that's the main stipulation here. I have to have a sword in the left hand, or right hand rather. Parrying dagger will most likely stay in the right hand, in the left hand rather, the whole way through, but right hand weapon, right now it's a short sword. I don't really know what suits better than that at the moment. I haven't had much thought on the subject. If you guys have got any ideas as to what sword, or what kind of sword would work as a Legolas sword, then that'll be cool. One thing I am going to do, because I want to get this sword upgraded to a certain extent before I go on to the next boss, I'm going to make a Blighttown run to get some souls and the Chloranthy ring. So we're going to head down there now. That was bad. Alright, let's get this parrying action on. And now I'm being... I'm stuck in the middle with you. This is bad. Ouch. Okay. Let's retry that. This time without getting stuck in the middle of a bunch of dudes. Now then, I won't turn human for now, because this is a bit of a suicide run. I have given some thought to the Uchi Katana as my weapon by killing the merchant down here. But, I don't know, does the Katana really work with Legolas? I don't think so. So, I'm kind of left thinking maybe either I stick with the short sword. Well, I'll definitely stick with the short sword for a while. I am getting hammered here for some reason. Alright, mate, come on. Next. Yeah, I'll either stick with the short sword for a while, or maybe go for a long sword. I really do enjoy the long sword's moveset. So, that is a good possibility. Other options, given that I'm going dex-based, are Ricard's rapier, that I could get much later in the game. Ricard? Is that his name? The guy in Sen's Fortress, anyway. Alright, let's not be getting killed by all these guys. I might just run past them. That'll do. Yeah, so there's the rapier that I can get in Sen's Fortress. I think it's Ricard? I'm forgetting. It's been a while since I've seen that guy. Yeah, dex weapons are... The swords aren't usually the best weapons. Like, the Great Scythe is amazing, but it's an enormous scythe, so it doesn't really work for this build. Not going to be able to get to the bonfire, I might just carry on down. What are the other options? I don't know. If you've got any ideas, like if you have any experience with Dark Souls at all, and can think of some good dex-based weapons, then hit me up in the comments. Obviously the problem is it needs to be a good dex-based weapon, but at the same time it needs to be something that Legolas would feasibly use. So something that looks like this, like a short sword or a long sword. Signature weapons are fine. I can go and farm Twinkling Titanite, that's actually really easy. In fact, much easier than going through the Ember collection. Have I already got that? I've already got that. So, like, yeah, I mean, I could get a Stora's straight sword, to be honest, but I don't know, that weapon just doesn't get that powerful. It's fine at the start of the game. And going into the middle. And it's certainly useful when you go down into the catacombs later. But, yeah, it's just... I don't think it's going to work for the rest of this playthrough. That being said, I don't have to stick with one sword through the whole thing. I find it a bit hit and miss running down this Blighttown shortcut. This is the back way into Blighttown, in case anyone was wondering. This is the way you go if you don't particularly want to go through the depths. And then through the... Ow, 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 this is going to hurt. Okay, I'm dead. Got stuck on geometry there. Yeah, this is the way you go if you, A, want to risk geometry failure, and B, don't want to go through the depths and the start of Blighttown. And I generally don't do that. At all. I have been known to go down into the depths when I want to get the large ember, and I might even go and fight the gaping dragon and get the key to Blighttown. But since my very first playthrough and my subsequent discovery that that shortcut exists, I have never gone back through that start of Blighttown. It is just not something I've ever been interested in doing. It's unnecessary, and it is a nightmare. Primarily because of the toxic darts being thrown around left, right and centre. And the fire-breathing dogs are no fun either. And if I've made something clear in this whole playthrough so far, it's that I hate dogs. They are my most hated enemy in this game. Possibly second only to the torch-bearing hollows. Those guys are also nightmares, but I think I find dogs more annoying. So you can imagine what I think of the Capra Demon, with its 2 guardian dogs that basically destroy that entire fight. I would really enjoy the Capra Demon, were it not for the fact that there were those 2 dogs there. They are flipping irritating. I keep forgetting to send this lift back up. Something I don't usually do. Are those skeletons following me? I guess not. Alright, let's go downstairs. So, when I get down into Blighttown, the plan here is to... I'm going to make sure I send this back up this time. Oh, that was terrible. Completely misjudged that. Yeah, so when I get back into Blighttown, I'm going to run down straight into the swamp. I'm going to fetch 3 large souls of a proud knight, which combined will be worth about 9,000 souls. And then I will... let's roll that out of here. Then I will go and fetch the Chloranthy ring from the Great Hollow. I could farm Twinkling Titanite while I'm there, but I don't really want to waste time on that just yet if I'm not going to use it later in the game. So, should I need Twinkling Titanite later, I will come back for it. But for now, I just want enough souls and the Chloranthy ring. And the reason I'm gathering souls is so that I can, once I get to Andre, the blacksmith, I can just straight away... Ow, that really goddamn hurt. I'm a little amazed that... Ah! And I've lost my 6,000 souls. That stunned me to a ridiculous extent. I've never been stun locked that long before. I don't know what's going on there. That must be just a lack of armour thing, maybe? I can't believe how much that stun locked me. I really am intent on doing this now. The annoying thing is I have now lost those 6,000 souls, which would have been useful, but fortunately I will have 9,000 souls in a moment to play with. I need to somehow manoeuvre my way through these guys. This is not the direction you would normally be speedrunning in. Hence I'm not especially astute at getting through those guys. However, I can honestly say, on the way down to Blighttown, I have never died twice in a row. Occasionally I have a death, but I've never died twice trying to get down there, so that is very much a first. and something I am not enjoying. Maybe I should use this as a safety bonfire. We'll have to... there's quite a few skeletons. Alright, come on guys, let's do this. Once I clear these guys out, I can use the bonfire and then I'll respawn here. Although, do I really want to? Then I'll have to run back through them all again and... ugh. Decisions. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Well, I suppose it's not too difficult to run back up to the Burg from here. That's a run I'm actually quite comfortable with. So, yeah. We'll do that. I won't be resting at a bonfire in Blighttown, since the easiest thing to do with this whole thing is grab what I'm getting, or what I'm going down there for, and then... did I not send that back up this time? What is going on with this elevator? Yeah, I'll be grabbing what I need from Blighttown and then homeward boning back up to Firelink. And then I should be able to sprint back up to the Burg and head towards the gargoyles. I was hoping this would be done a bit quicker, but like, I should have been done by now, really. Getting the stuff from Blighttown, but alright. Lift. Back up. Thank you. I've actually watched it go up this time, so if I come back again and that's downstairs, I will not be happy. I will not be a happy chappy. I will not be a happy Legolas. Anyway, I just finished work and it was the last working day of this week because I'm only working one day this week. It's my birthday week. I'm going to chill out for the next 4 days and just, well, probably play a lot of Dark Souls, to be honest with you. Amongst other things. The Xbox One comes out on Friday. I've got that turning up at some point. So that'll be nice. He just hit me again. Alright, get up. Roll. Alright, I'm not poisoned, so that's good. Should give me enough time to run over here and flask. I can't believe I've been hit by those guys twice. They're so slow. Okay. Let's try not dying this time, Legolas. Certainly don't get toxic. That would annoy the hell out of me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. We're on our way down. Should be a little easier from this point onwards. Yeah, so the Xbox One turns up on Friday, which I'm actually quite excited about now that it's nearly here. I should be getting, with a bit of luck, I think everyone in Europe gets FIFA 14, which I've got zero interest in whatsoever, but what the hell, I'll give it a go. And then I should be getting Dead Rising 3 and maybe Battlefield 4 with it as well. I'm hoping Dead Rising 3 is a return to the Dead Rising 1 formula. Or maybe not the exact formula, but the fun that came with Dead Rising 1. The second game was lackluster, and unfortunately I feel like that's probably because it was not made by the actual Japanese team. And the same can be said for 3, from the sounds of things, which isn't necessarily great. But I'm optimistic nonetheless. I want to have fun with Dead Rising again, man. That first game was so good. It was broken as hell, but it was so early in the generation, you kind of let that stuff off. And yeah, it was good fun. Once you knew where you were going in that game, it was one of them. It was like Dark Souls in that way. I think that's probably why I connect so hard to Dark Souls, because in many ways it reminds me of Dead Rising, just in the way that you can start the game, know where everything is in an open world, and just run around and fetch things, and like, you wouldn't come down here on your first playthrough of Dark Souls. I happen to know where everything is because I played the game enough, and as a result of that, I can enjoy the experience. Which, like, you get added challenge out of running to areas you're not supposed to go to, and you get added payoff by getting items that you wouldn't normally get until later in the game. And that was the same with Dead Rising. It was one of those games where you just learned where the sniper rifle was in that first area and then ran out to the car in the middle and wrecked those guys because, hey, I know where the sniper rifle is this time. Alright, let's get this ring. You know, to date I have never missed that. A lot of people fall down this hole here, and understandably so. But I have, as of yet, never missed it. Which I'm quite thankful for. Anyway, I'm going to homeward bone back to Firelink now. And is it time to equip the humanity and go human? Yeah, I'm sick of looking like a horrible zombie creature. And if someone wants to invade me, so be it. And that's the end of that. Okay. Oh, I got stuck on some geometry again there. That's twice in the space of about 10 minutes. That is a little concerning. Anyway, moving on. Oh, forgot about that firebomb, but that's okay. Still run through here. Okay, these guys. Run, go left, right, right. Stairs. Regenerate stamina. Sprint! No. Is he going to do a jump attack? No! Because he's being nice this time. Okay, bonfire it is. I just got hit by an arrow, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So now we've got some souls banked for when I get to Andre. At which point I should be able to get my short sword up to +5. What else is there to do? Gonna deal with these guys on the bridge. Come on, dragon, sort them out. And I might actually run down there. I do like unlocking this gate and getting this bonfire, it's quite useful. The problem, obviously, is you have to get past a dragon. Well, sorry, not a dragon. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, Hellkite Drake. He's a drake. Not a dragon. There are no dragons. Except the everlasting one. And Calamite, apparently. Here we go. Okay. Run, 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 run. Come, Legolas! Run for your life! No, you're going to get incinerated. Sometimes he does that. It's rare, but sometimes he does that. More often than not, he will do a jump attack and put the fire down the other direction, even though you've ran underneath him. And it gives you a bit of time to run past, obviously. Oh, maybe I'll save turning human again until the next bonfire when I'm not actually going up against a dragon. Hopefully he'll react normally this time. As I said, it's rare that he does that version. I'm not sure if there's a specific trigger that makes him do that, or whether it's just an RNG thing. It's probably an RNG thing. RNG, for those who don't know, stands for Random Number Generator. And it's kind of every AI in this game has a bunch of specific patterns that they abide by. And basically when you spawn into that area and when the area loads, a random roll is made to decide which pattern they're going to follow. Some are rarer than others. And a lot of speedrunning is based on learning those RNGs and figuring out how to counter them and recognise them early on. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not claiming to be. I happen to be able to speedrun a few areas, but that's due to a lot of practice. Yeah, so I got through that time. If we run into here, into the sunlight altar, we can force him to sod off. Off you go. Because the game is nice enough to recognise that you can't get from this end to the other end of the bridge without him destroying you. So instead it will spawn him to disappear. Or force him to disappear, rather. Alright, rest of this bonfire. And we will use a humanity. Again, this is kind of a waste, because I could use it on a different bonfire, and I'm starting to run low on humanity. But, whatever. Legolas is not going to die again. He's Legolas. He can't die. Those guys have all respawned now, but that doesn't matter. I'm not going back out there. And off we go. Oh. I guess that was because I was on a different level to him? There we go, got the riposte that time. Riposte! Okay, let's taunt this guy down. This is... I don't like going underneath. For those who've been around here before, I don't like going underneath into the hollow area. I prefer to run through the gate before the guy closes it, which requires basically pulling this guy. Well, you don't have to pull this guy, but I like to get it out of the way. And then we're just going to sprint up and over, dodging everyone and jump under the gate before the other guy closes it. Hopefully the pig doesn't get trapped in there. Now, once again, a very rare RNG result is that the pig will turn around in time and run behind the gate as it shuts, and then you get stuck in here with a pig rather than just a couple of dudes. That does not seem to be happening this time, fortunately. So I only have these guys to deal with. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. I could not have predicted dying to one of those guys. I don't know what happened there. I tried to roll away, but I guess my animation frames were still going right as he got his swipe in. It's quite irritating, but nothing that can be done. Now I'm going to have to go the long way around and try and reclaim my souls. So, I will once again taunt this guy down, and I'll have to deal with everyone else, including the pig. And then, as I said, go the long way around. Come on, mate. It's occurring to me I haven't used my bow very much. Why am I even playing as Legolas if I'm not using my bow much? I'm going to have to sort that out in a bit. Ow! I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. An immediate spear attack. Okay. Now if I can get up here without aggroing the boar, that would be pretty good. Because then he stays in a position I like him in. Okay. Now on to you guys. One guy trying to run past the boar. Oh, and he actually got past. Sometimes he gets stuck there for ages. The upside of him getting past is I can now just wait for him here and go, "Ada!" Yeah, some of that. Okay. Oh, he was about to Estus Flask there as well. Unlucky, mate. Right, now I'm going to use the old... popular old trick of luring the bull towards the fire. Oh, which apparently hasn't done much. Let's try that again. Go on, hit the fire. There we go. Nice stabbing attack! I didn't drop the helm, but that's okay. Alright, now that that's over and done with, we can go down here. And this is an area where I will actually use my bow. What's the range on this thing? Well, that's no good. Do it manually, I suppose. What are you getting stuck on? I guess that table's got a pretty big hitbox. Jesus. That's better. Alright, now we're being some Legolas action. I don't really need the mystery key since I've got the master key, but I'll get it anyway. We're going to go and rescue Lautrec. I'm going to want his humanity. And his help. I'm probably going to get Lautrec and Solaire to follow me into the gargoyles just because. Because they're there to be used. Why not? Oh, there we had a survivor. So these standard arrows are doing okay for the moment, which I'm actually a little surprised at. Obviously they won't work against anything that isn't these hollows in one shot, but we'll see. One experiment I actually do want to run a bit later is whether I can use like pine resin with the bow. I've never actually figured out, well, never had reason to figure out if you can buff your bow or not. Because that would be pretty cool. Oh, and that didn't kill him apparently, which is slightly annoying. And he does a lot of damage. He's coming at me again. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't remember the last time I was playing such a weak character that that guy didn't die in one backstab. That is ridiculous. And I didn't even make it around as far as the gate to... Yeah, I wonder if I can... I'm going to give it a go at speed running down through this area. I've never tried it, I don't know if it's possible. There might be too much interference on the way. Who knows? We'll soon find out. Well, that table's in the way. Not anymore though. Get up the ladder. Alright, so for future reference, table in the way. Got these guys. Didn't manage to knock me off the ladder, thank goodness. Okay. I'm gonna leave that guy alone. I will go and handle this guy. Three hits to kill him. That is ridiculous. Alright, I might have to speed run this area as well. Try and get down to the bonfire. Ah, he's gonna hit me and kill me. He's a fat guy. He takes up that whole room. You can't. I mean, he doesn't look like it, but his hitbox takes up that whole aisle, and you need to move him to one side to get around him. But he was not moving to the side then at all. He was quite happy taking up the whole flipping area. I gotta say, this second part of the Legolas run, not going as well as I would have hoped. And he managed to track me pretty well there. This is just going awful from start to finish. shouldn't really be a problem once I'll get him out of the way. Once I get to Andre and upgrade my sword a bit. And potentially my bow. In fact, definitely my bow. Ow, don't do a jumping attack. That's unexpected and annoying. Yeah, once I've upgraded my weapons a bit, this should be less of a hassle. On a normal playthrough, I probably would have gotten, well, much better weapons by this point. Right, let's see if we can drag that guy to the side. There we go. Okay. Caught him while he was mid-animation. So what I will do now is go and visit Andre and get these weapons upgraded finally. And rest at the bonfire down here. Well, then I'll worry about other stuff after that. So, bonfire. That resets everyone. Everyone's happy. I'll go and visit Andre. Right, now, what I need to do here is pop some souls. And once I've popped some souls, I'll be able to afford Titanite shards. And once I've bought Titanite shards, I'll be able to upgrade my weapons. I don't know whether I'll be able to get both the sword and the bow to +5. We'll find out in a minute, I suppose. That would require 18 Titanite shards. I don't think I'm going to have the money for it. We'll start off with... I can buy 11. So, yeah, I'll just upgrade one of them to +5. Do I upgrade the composite bow, or do I upgrade the short sword? I think I'm probably going to go with the bow, to be honest with you. Yeah. He does sell other swords. That's useful to know. So, what are my options here? Legolas probably doesn't roll with a pike or a cestus or a war pick, or a battle axe. However, a bastard sword is potentially an option. I mean, it's pretty hefty, but, well, maybe it's not an option. Broadsword is an option, and longsword is definitely an option. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to do anything about that just yet. The bastard sword is probably not the best way to go because it is quite a slow weapon. The longsword's got a really good moveset. I'm probably going to go with the longsword on a reinforced weapon. So, composite bow. Let's sort you out. Now, much later in the game, I will be getting a new bow called the Black Bow of Faris, which is one of the game's signature weapons. And it'll be interesting to see how that compares to a +15, if I decide to go +15 route, composite bow. We shall see. Now I could... Just thinking I could pop a couple more souls and upgrade the short sword a little bit, which will probably be a good idea.
Well, I don't need anything.
How many shards can I afford? I think if I pop another large soul, then... Oh, we might as well just go to town, eh? Pop that one as well. Large soul of the lost undead. And we'll leave it at that for now. That should sort me out to an extent. Right, how many of those can I buy? 5, which would be Ooh, but then I need more souls for actually upgrading, so I'll buy 4. For now. Three shards would get me to plus... No, wait. 4 shards would get me to plus 3. So yeah, I'll do that. And... Oh, are we going to stick with the short sword, though? I kind of fancy the long sword. How much is the long sword? 1,000. Just ran out of money. Okay,
I'll be seeing you, big.
Alright, let's rethink this a bit. Pop these 3. Gives me another 600. So I can now afford the longsword.
Well, I love you.
And then I can reinforce that probably twice the amount of souls I've got. Yeah, okay. And now I can pop back once I've got some more souls.
Get yourself.
And finish that upgrade cycle. Or upgrade path, rather. Just need to equip it. Okay, I should be doing a bit more damage with both weapons now then. I'm really intrigued to see how this bow handles. Oh, and it looks like I've scored a soft humanity, so that's good. The way that works is, like, you have an invisible bar going through areas where for every enemy you kill, that bar goes up a bit. And once it reaches a certain point, 93. Oh, this actually staggers people. That's pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't do great damage, but it staggers them. But yeah, once that bar reaches a certain point, you get given a humanity point, which is cool. The fact that this staggers them out of their attack animation is pretty useful, because that means I can just basically treat it like a parry and attack at a simultaneous time. So that's awesome. Let's switch over to large arrows for this guy. This is probably a terrible idea taking him on at the moment, but we'll soon find out. He's not that difficult, he's so huge and lumbering. Oh, he's not going to be that hard at all. Back out of his attacks, hit him with a couple of arrows. And he's down. And I got a shard out of it, which is quite useful. And with that... How many more shards do I need for my longsword? I've got enough to get to plus 3, so I need 5. I need another 4 shards, which will be 800 apiece. So 3,200 souls plus some extra souls on top of that. About 4k I need. That can be done. Right, let's see how this handles this guy. Headshots should do more damage. Assuming I can actually aim straight. Oh, that didn't do more damage, but I missed his head. Oh joy, analog sticks on a controller. There we go. Finally hit him. And now he's got his shield permanently up. Great, okay. Well then you get to meet my new longsword. Attack! Attack me! Preferably where I can see you. Okay. A few more souls. What else could I do? I guess I could go and open up the shortcut. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then probably call it a day for now. I was hoping to get the gargoyles out of the way today, but this has taken up some time. So what I might do is call it a day for this video, but then carry on going a bit and grind out those souls I need to upgrade my longsword the rest of the way. And then once I've done that, I'll stop and get back to this a bit later. Probably tomorrow, maybe later today. I'm not sure. We'll figure something out. That shortcut's open now anyway, which is good. So yeah, I am going to finish the video here, and I'll see you back next time, by which time I shall have a longsword +5. See you later.